Hey, Kiki readers! Did you pick up the 2013 October-November issue of Kiki, Make the Easy DIY Wrap, and you aren't so sure how to sew on a snap? That's okay, because this video is going to walk you through just that. Here are some things that you will need to sew on a snap: scissors, thread, snaps, and hand sewing needles. Believe it or not, snaps come in many sizes and colors. In the Kiki article, we used very large snaps. In this video, I'm using small snaps. You can choose what snap size is right for you. First, you will need to thread your needle. Cut a length of thread and push the thread through the eye of the needle, or if you have a needle threader, you can do it that way. Double the thread so that it is equal lengths and it is folded. My trick for tying a knot is I lick my finger and then I wrap the end of my strings around it, and then I twist that loop off my finger and pull the string tight. You can try that if you want to tie a knot in a hurry. Snaps come in two parts. One, it sticks out, and the other, it goes in. You have to separate them to sew them, but then when you put them together after they're sewn, it keeps the fabric together. I'm going to slow this down so it's easier for you to see. First, you will put your needle through the fabric where you want one end of your snap to be. So you will push it through a little part and pull it all the way through so that the knot stays in the fabric underneath where the snap will be. Snaps have 4 holes. You will be sewing between 2 multiple times to create a thick loop. Then you will switch to the other 2 holes and sew through those 2 multiple times to create a second thick loop. Once you have pulled your knot through the fabric, then you will put your needle through one of the holes of your first snap part. This snap is the snap that goes in, and this snap is the snap that points out. I'm going to start with the snap that points out, and then switch to the one that goes in. Push your needle through one of the holes in the snap. Let the snap go all the way down to meet the fabric. Push the needle through the hole next to the hole you came up through in the snap to the back of the fabric and pull the thread until it's tight. Then you will push the needle back through the fabric and through the hole that you went through the first time when you put the needle through the snap in the first place. You are going to continue this process a few times. Push the needle through the hole next to the hole you came up through to the back of the fabric. Then push the needle through the fabric to the front through the hole that you came through first. So you're going back and forth between the holes from the back of the fabric to the front of the fabric. Okay, now I'm going to go through the hole, but not the back of the fabric. I'm going to come up under the snap and go into one of the holes that has not been sewn through yet. There should be 2 holes left that you have not sewn through. So see, I'm coming up behind the snap, and I'm going to go through one of the holes with my needle because I'm switching to my second loop. Then you're going to continue to push the needle through one of the holes to the back of the fabric, and then back through the back of the fabric and up through the hole next to the one you just went through, like you did before. So you're creating a second loop between the other 2 holes. When I'm finished with my second loop, to tie it off, I'm going to push my needle through one of the holes in the snap, but not through the fabric. And then I'm going to wrap my string around the snap a few times. So it will go under the snap, between the snap and the fabric. Then I'm going to make a loop as I'm going around my snap and push my needle through the loop so that it creates a knot underneath the snap. And I'm going to do this 2 or 3 times so that I know the snap is secure in place. See the loop? Okay, and then I'm pulling it so that it's a little smaller. It might get tangled, you just have to watch. So there's my loop. Then I put my needle through the loop. And I pull it tight so it disappears underneath the snap. I'll let you watch me do that a few times in case you're still unsure about how to tie a knot under the snap. Once you've done that 2 or 3 times, you can go ahead and snip your strings so that all you see is your snap and your 2 loops, nothing else. Now I'm going to sew the other half of my snap, the part that goes inside. This will be the exact same process that we sewed on the first half of the snap. But just in case you want to watch to get the hang of it, I'll let this run at a faster speed and you can just observe while you sew your snaps on. Here's a close-up of what the snap should look like. Good luck on your project. Make sure to send pictures of what you make to submissions@kikimag.com. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.
The end.